Greetings, this is the Timeshare Traveler. Today is episode 234, can't believe it, 234. Set out to achieve your dreams. Here's what I'm going to talk about. Typically, the timeshare salesperson has sold you on dreams that weren't yours. They've sold the dream that they are put together on their presentations. And I find that's what why a lot of people end up being frustrated in the beginning. So the way to get around that is I believe in defining your dream, actually reaching it, and maintaining it. So it actually is, because dream life changes over time, so your dream changes. So I'm going to walk you through how I've done that and how I think you can do it as well, because I'd like to see what I've accomplished available to anyone. So then without further ado, let's talk about the salesperson's dream. Okay, let's be honest. The salesperson learns a presentation. They're selling you on a dream they've learned to sell, not your dream. They might tailor it, because a good salesperson might tailor it, but it's really about a generic dream. And I find that that's a lot of what people can't reach, is when they try to actually reach out, they find out that the timeshare doesn't work. At the end of the buyer's remorse is huge, because there's a mismatch on the dream they thought they heard, because they probably translated what they heard into what they wanted. Or at least I did. I should say that. I shouldn't blame anyone else, but I know I did, and it took me a while to get it corrected. And it's not my dream. It made me upset. And I'm like, why am I upset? And a part of that is most of us don't go into the presentation. We just sit there and end up buying, and instead of knowing what our dream is and actually taking charge. We might have a concept, and what they are pitching is like, oh, I'll take that. And then you end up buying, and then you find out it's not exactly what you wanted. So my theory is get even, and that's just more of a motivation technique than anything else, by creating my own dream. Figure out what it really make me happy. It actually takes some time to thinking. I know we like to sense what's happy, but it actually takes some time to really check in, and in my case, work with the family, not just myself. Experiment with it to understand what you can do, and then map out a plan to achieve your dream. So that's pretty basic to that. So let me just walk you through how you do each of those steps. Well, the approach I took on defining my dream was I started with the beginning dream and do parts of it, and then find out the reality of the dream is you pick out the good parts. And that way you can expand on a dream based on experience of actually, oh, it really does make a difference to me. So my first dream was pretty straightforward with timeshares. I wanted to go to Hawaii for 2 weeks each year, and Hilton had 2 of the islands and Westin had 2 of the islands, so I bought them. And that's what I did for quite some time, and I was quite happy doing that. And really it was just a simple thing, and it was cheaper to do it with timeshares. I did the math to figure it out. Within 7 years, it would be way cheaper. The first 7 years was kind of the break-even period. And I was relatively young. I think I was in my early 40s when I did that. So anyway, my dream has evolved as I've learned more. Now I want a small home, just myself, that I can Airbnb when I'm traveling. That way I don't have to worry about somebody watching it or anything like that. And I can put generic furniture in it, and then travel in luxury, knowing my home is rented and generating income to cover the expenses while I'm traveling. So that's my current dream, and I did it based on just iteratively getting better and better. So that's kind of the cliff note how I did that, but this actually talked through the process of doing that. And again, ends up ultimately being more happiness with your timeshare as well. It's kind of an indirect result, but reaching my dream, my key was relentless pursuit. It's like I wanted to get better and better and better. And hey, getting better and better at achieving your dream, I can't think of a higher priority that you would want to make in your life. So learning everything I could. I didn't know what I wouldn't be helpful and what wouldn't be. So no idea was a bad idea, at least to explore it. Figure out how I can get vacations you want and have dreamed about. Surprising, the more I had the dream and wanted to do one, I figured out how to do it. Sometimes I wasn't most efficient, but then I got better over time. And I've actually so far not run into anything that is really important to me that I can't do. And again, I've told you about my plan. I've crafted a plan to get to my dream vacation. I'm going to need to buy a house, probably with with an ADU, and I'll live in the ADU. That way I can have the house pay for itself. So it'll be inexpensive, and then I'll be able to travel all I want. And then even when it's rented out, I'll actually be breaking and cover my expenses for my maintenance fees. At the end of the day, I'm just going to throw this out. What are you waiting for? Your dreams are possible. At least I believe. Maybe I'm the optimist, the only optimist in the world, but I don't think I am. But the best rewards and dreams are the ones you develop for yourself. Start figuring out today. There's no reason not to start today, and start living your dreams today, and keep working at it. I'm very good when I have a goal, and it isn't always just for myself, because it's for my family and friends that I can share this dream with. And that's part of my dream, actually, is to be able to share it. And then the last part, maintaining it, because life changes. We have different, over the years, things have changed. Keep learning. Always see what additional options you have. The beauty about dreams is they can get better. You don't have to say, you can reach it and say, I'm pretty close, and then continually see what else you can do. My latest one, and I'll just throw this out because just to show you I'm continually doing it, is I figured out with RCI in certain situations in a certain location, I can actually book a week cheaper using RCI than booking it direct using my points within it. It's just, a quirk of the way the numbers work. But I'm continuing to learn, so that means I get to do my dream even more because I've become a little more efficient and more frugal, and I don't necessarily have to buy more points. Because you can always spend more money and get your dreams that way, but I don't have unlimited money. So the more you learn, the more options for your dreams. I get to include family and friends in my dreams. I've had friends visit me in Hawaii on one of my trips. I've had my kids join me, which is more traditional. Again, to me, nothing like a dream vacation for friends and family. I kind of like being the host, the person who's able to pull it off, to do a dream for someone that I happen to be really good at doing. And why not? And giving a gift of a dream vacation is amazing. Sometimes people get the vacation of their life that they never thought was be possible, and I make it possible. So anyway, I hope this video was a little helpful. I really want you to focus on your dreams and achieving what you want, and you have control over it. I hope that throughout the process you can see that I've done that. Anyway, please don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.
Hi, this is Cliff, and I'm the Timeshare Traveler. Welcome to my channel. The purpose of my channel is to educate those who love traveling in timeshares. I've been an owner for 15 plus years at timeshare ownership. I have elite ownership with Marriott, Hilton, and Worldmark. I have published over 100 timeshare video reviews, and I've published over 95 timeshare tips. I can be found on Facebook at Timeshare Trav, at Twitter Timeshare Trav, and on the web at www.timesharetraveler.com.